Hi, I'm Miss Melly and this is Miss Melly Flow's Vibe Life YouTube channel. This is my tarot reading channel, my spiritual I guess, but Vibe Life, trying to share a vibe, my vibe. So I am doing the September reading for the air element because I'm breaking my readings up into elements. So the 4 will be your fire, your earth, air and water, representing your faith and passion, your fire, earth, your physical and material, your air, is your mental and your mind and your thoughts, and your water being your emotional base. So you could read it via elements that are related to you, or you could read or see or for, depending on which bit you'd like to focus on. So this is going to be our air, so our mental, our mind, and how that's working. And for the air for September 2020. So I do personal readings. If you are one of those, they're different to these. I do a whole different reading. They're sort of hot tea for you to sip with your higher consciousness. So if you are interested in that and having a conversation with your higher consciousness, please get in contact with me with my Facebook, Miss Melly Flow, Miss Melly Slow. And I'd love to do you a reading. I only do 9 a week. So book in. This in general is going to be for our air element for September. So I'm going to bring that back. So I've got a few different decks out on the table that I'm going to work with. We've got our abundance deck and a couple of the light seer from Rebecca Campbell and a bit of earth magic. I hope you like this. If you're interested, hit like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. And yeah, I'm going to jump into the reading. So I'm going to start with the Gabrielle Bernstein Super Attractor, because it's sort of about abundance, and I think that people get confused that abundance is just about material. It's not. It's how we think, it's how we receive our grace, and actually having like the acknowledgement of the blessings that are around us, so our abundance and our prosperity. So, Super Attractor, what have we got for the air element for September? One card, please. Okay. So, these are all new to me. I'm just starting this channel up. I've been reading for a long time, but I thought I'd start something different. So, when I connect to the realm, to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive genuine guidance and clear direction and great wisdom. When I open to connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance and clear direction. Very much into trees. And we've got a full moon in there. Maybe we've got a quarter moon. So, our mind. This is clearing our mind. This is clearing it up, air element, and saying, I need to be open, receive. When I remove those blockages that I have got in place, when I open my arms, when I open my world, there's a whole heaping, there's a whole collective, there's a soul tree out there of people. So you can get clear guidance if you get your ego out of the way in your mind. Alright, so I'm going to turn those back over because we're not there yet. Alright, so I'm going to do one from, I do a lot of so's. You're going to get so's instead of ums. You get ums as well, but here we are. Starseed Oracle. Ooh, for the air element for September. Okay, you're persistent. What do we got? The Golden Children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. When I connect with the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive guidance and clear wisdom, and great wisdom and clear direction. The Golden Child. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. So this is telling us to go back. This is telling us to go back inside of ourselves. Have a look at the mirror. Have a look at what we've left behind. There's a golden child that each one of us is inside of us that wants to play. It wants to have fun. It wants us to let go of our connection to this material world. Let go of our intellect and actually just get on the flying fox and have a good day and have fun. So this card is talking to your inner child and letting go and connecting in a different way. Because there's gifts inside of this for you. If you can rest your mind, air element, you can rest your mind. You need to connect with your tenderness and your innocence, air element. Okay, Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? And this is really important. Other people don't want us to mother them. It doesn't actually even work. It doesn't work to solve problems for anybody else. This is the eternal mother. This is asking you to be your child and be your mother. All right, so this is connecting to a lot of different things. This is connecting with your inner child, but also looking after yourself, protecting yourself and connecting with yourself as your own star mother, your own mind. We normally need to look after ourselves. So the next is, this is the practical, this is the Earth Magic deck. I really like this deck. It's very simple, just got the elements. It is Stephen D. Farmer. I don't even know if I believe that, but I really like it. Stephen D. Farmer, the Earth Magic deck. For September, for element, what have we got going on? What have we got? Let's give them two. Two elements is always good to work with for a month. So the earth element, for the air element for the month of September 2020. Earth Magic. Alright, a couple more. Come on. Let's roll this over. A couple more. Oh, there's one. Ooh, there's two. Yeah, so this is the wolf. Right, so we have a lone animal, we have a pack animal inside of the wolf, but this is talking about your instincts, trusting your instincts. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. Trust your instinct. The wolf has great instinct by itself. And then they've got patterns, they've got instinct. And so the second, it's a very earthy card. Alright, we have stone people. Vigilance. So this is protection. This is keeping your eye out, keeping alert. It is again, how can you mother yourself? There's a vigilance. When we keep vigil, we're waiting for something, or we keep vigil because it's in honor of something. But this is vigilance. So this is, being a little bit progressive about that vigil and looking after themselves. A lot of this is look after your inner child and look after yourself as a mother. This is really interesting. Alright, air element for September 2020. So, how I'm going to do this reading with the Greenwood Tarot is, five at the top. We're starting with the Ace of Cups. Got a lot of new beginnings in this September. Alright, five of cups. Three of stones. Alright, so these first five cards, how did we get here? How did we get to September 2020 as an air element? Alright, okay, good. Two more. Oh, not five. These cards have been jumping. They are quite some time old, 25 years old, these cards. I cleaned them and they jump everywhere since then. Alright, so five cards for how did we get here? Passion at the end of all of this. How do we go here? Left to right. So, there is new beginnings all over the place with everything that's gone on this year. We're going to start here. Oh, look at Oracle in the background. We're going to start here with the Ace of Cups, Waters of Life. So this is actually about an emotional new beginning. This is about how we communicate with each other. We may have leveled out and we need to, but how do you communicate yourself? Like, this is not anything to do with arguments or demanding. This is, this is communicating your love. Drinking from the waters of life and what's all emotional to all of us. Alright, so the next card is creativity. And creativity is about your money. This is not about your money. This is about creativity in the practical world. So we see him stretched out. We're going to see from the two, which is our challenge and our trying to work it and get it all moving. This is creativity. It's moving. You can see there's movement inside of this. And we've got the strength of the horse, which is endurance with our vigilant, our stone people. And this is the roach, which is sort of in that water category. It's sort of this nice, strong, fertile energies. And this is how are we making and how are we creating. So this could be people doing artworks. This could be people who are involved in, doing and hobbies and stuff like that. But being creative, it's not about just making your money. It's creative and manifesting into the material world. All right, so air element for strength. We have in the middle of this. How do we get here? Strength. Strength of our heart, strength of our mind, strength of our faith. Knowing that we have the fire inside of us that we can conquer it all. So there's a strength inside of our air element reading and the strength of our mind, and we're creating stuff, and we had a new emotional beginning, new stuff and stuff. And what have we got here? The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, I think, turned up in last week's reading. Anyway, for September 2020, for the air element, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. You can see the cloak inside of this card. You see the man at the soul at the bottom here, and you can see the cloak with the moon and the sun and the wheel that just turns and turns. But what this tells us with the deer in here, she's the communicating heart, it tells us that, you know, what we make and what this cloak looks like is from the what we hold on to and what we let go. Now, sometimes we're forced by the universe to hold on, and sometimes we're forced to let go. Sometimes we choose to let go, sometimes we choose to hold on. But our cloak and our colours, by our choose to hold on to, are parts of ourselves and what we choose to let go. Movement. A lot of movement in this last few readings that I've done for this channel. I've only been starting them. There's been a lot of earth, like Wheel of Fortune and the Tree of Life happens a lot. So we come out of here with a King of Faith, a King of Fire. This is passionate. This is sexual, potent, male, passionate energy, if ever there was. This is faith. This is strength of faith. This is strength in what you believe in. This is not wavering. This is I believe it. I know what I believe. I've spent my time to get to here, to know what I believe in. This is passion. This passion, male, sexual energy, very passionate energy is here. All right. Ooh, could be sexy. Be vigilant. All right. So, the next 3 or 4 cards are the healing cards. Our healing element. What do we got? Oh, what a turn out of this. All right. Healing elements. So we've got 10 of Cups and the Ace of Arrows. Oh, good. And then we've got the 9 of Wands. And, oh, one more. Oh, I'm going to go with you. Because you turned over. So did you. I'm going to that one. Alright, so what we have here is the 10 of Cups. As you can see, this is about happiness. And you can see the couple down here. This couple turns up. The green man and the green woman turn up over and over again as Oracle licks herself in the background. This is about happiness. We're happy as. You can see the cups, you can see them all down here. They're more than flowing. This is just, they're more than full. They're flowing over. They have this happiness and abundance. This is your healing element with a breath of fresh air, your ace. Look at it, breath of fresh air. This is new energy. This is new communication, how you express. So you started with an emotional new beginning. Now we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk a different way and express yourself. Because this is about respect. So you'll find if you start respecting yourself that you're going to find that you communicate yourself and you're happy. So it is about actually, you know, that stick is boundaries. That stick is where I'm going to clock you if you get too close. That stick is respect. Don't hit yourself with that stick. And if you are emanating enough, you don't need to hit anybody else with that stick. But this stick is respect. So getting a bit of respect for yourself is a healing element here. Expressing yourself, feeling happy inside of you for the things that you have and grateful. So this card is our Knight of Arrows, air. And so this is an intellectual shoot. This is like, he's a bit of a predator. He is definitely an instinctual beast. We go back to the wolf, but this is an instinct. This is like no wasted energy. I go on my prey. I'm going to hone in on what I want. Direct conversations, you know, very vigilant conversations. This could be study. This could be getting into and talking to other people about different things. But this is definitely a communicating card and really expressing yourself, an action communication card. All right, these three are how we're going to apply it to the world. I told you, World Tree. World Tree keeps coming up. It's a beautiful card. Ooh, World Tree. I'll come back to that in a second. So 3 cards for the air element for 2000 and September 2020. Look at them all spanning out. That one. Okay, 9 and 10. Okay, sitting on top of each other. Respect comes with responsibility. Those sticks. No, one more for how we're going to apply this in September for the air element. Celebration. This is amazing. How are we going to apply it? Alright, so as we let go of things, as we hold on to them, we realize that the seasons change. There's a lot of cycles in our life. You can see that the path is heading towards the World Tree. This is you. You are the World Tree. You are seasons. You are who we're heading the path to, and that each person's path to the divine is very different. All right, so inside of this, we know the world is changing and you are changing with it. This is repeating in the readings that I've done this last month. Now, so the world is changing and we are changing with it. The season will change. And inside of this, we're asking, what is your responsibility? What is your responsibility to the people around you? But this is spiritual. Spiritual and what we believe in and what we feel we're responsible for and not has got to do with our responsibility. So whether we feel it, and it's got to do with our faith. Our morals have got to do with our faith, what we decide to uphold and what we don't. The one thing with this responsibility card, and particularly sitting in the middle of this, is learn what your responsibility is in your situation and make sure that others are carrying their sticks, that you're not carrying other people's burdens, but you are carrying your own. Being responsible for your own faith is a massive piece of it all. And so, you can celebrate. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate with your family. This is the Four of Wands. So this is about the mind. This is about the intellect. This is about, this is about, the faith. This is about celebrating and passion with your family. This is about, just had a door buzzer ring. Waiting on tarot decks, always, recently. So this card is talking about celebration. This is our ultimate marriage card, ultimate faith card, as we put the walls up together. So 4, it's really stable healing. Ooh, so there could be a celebration on the way. This is definitely talking about friends and having faith and taking your responsibility. The world is changing and we're putting the big people's pants on and we're stepping up. All right, so 2 cards of 4. 2, surprise. 2 cards of 4, our partnerships. So when we're talking about partnerships in here, we're talking about the 7 arrows, the insecurity and the archer. So this is insecurity, you can see it, is a little bit harrowing. It's in a different position to, to our struggle even. This 7 is actually a healing element. So what you can see is all of these things are not necessarily piercing her. Right? She's on the back of some, they're her thoughts, they're her worries, her insecurities, they're her panic button. So this is really talking about, and again, when I get to here, sometimes you've got to understand that other people's opinions have got nothing to do with you, and that these insecurities actually can't hurt you. She's harrowed, but she's not physically maimed. So this is in a very different position to insecurity, or struggle, where you're struggling with your thoughts. I always think when I see struggle and this card insecurity, it's a good time to write lists. So air element, and then we have the archer. So this talks about the difference between this arrow and this bow. Alright, these arrows and this bow this is aimed, this is very focused energy. You can see the potential, and this is a potential energy. This is the chariot. So you've got all of your tools, you've got everything in your quiver, you've got everything that you need to know to go forward inside of all of this. So I think if you put these two together, it's like, write some lists, focus on your insecurities. They're going to bring out that you actually have a whole quiver full of arrows, and this is a combination of how you talk with people. You might want to list you tell your partners and your people around you what your insecurities are, because they might be able to help you turn that into potential energy, because there's a potential and there's a going forward. So this is our mind, our air element for September, and the next card is a self-love card. So what do we have? Foundation, strong, stable, dependent. This is moving into a new house. This is, getting a new job. This is putting your feet down and starting a new garden. This is laying the foundation stones for things ahead for you. So this is a good card to end on. This is a good place to go to, because we've got an emotional new beginning has happened, and we've had then we've had an intellectual, we can speak in our communication, because we're communicating from a happy place. But this is a new foundation for our air element for September 2020. So air element, we've got a lot going on in there, but you've got the strength in the middle of this. This is about respect and responsibility and how you take it. So you just need to keep control when it comes to your relationships, your insecurities, and how you feel, so that you can, set yourself up with good potential and your potential energy. And all in all, coming into September, we've got a new foundation, we've got a new rock, you got a new place to anchor yourself to, and that's a really great place to be. So, Air Element, if you enjoyed this reading, that's awesome. I would love you to hit like and subscribe. Hit the buttons. If you would like a private booking, please let me know on Facebook. I will do a tea session with you, a hot tea session for your soul. I'd really love to get your feedback on these. These are just new and I'm going to be modifying them as they go. But I hope that you have a great September, and I'll probably see you for the full moon, a new weekly reading. Thanks. Bye.